Okay, the next topic is housekeeping checklist for the HVAC system. HV means H means heating, V means ventilation, A means air conditioning, and C means cooling. So heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and cooling system. Where do you follow the most important one is the energy efficient. So then should be the energy efficient. So we have to prevent waste of the energy. So waste of the energy need to be prevented so that we have to follow the Starlink housekeeping system. The important one is for the air conditioning system, we need to operate the equipment only when necessary. So this means that don't need to operate the air conditioner all the time, only that we should operate the air conditioner during a very hot day. So especially in the summer. Some of the summer days sometimes the temperature goes up to the 40 degrees centigrade. In this case, we have to utilize the air conditioner. Otherwise, we don't need to use the air conditioner all the time. So only the ventilation need will be required. Another one is heater and the cooler should not operate at the same time. Because when you prevent the cooling air conditioning, at the time you use also the cooking. When you are cooking, you open the air conditioning. This is a no effect because when you are cooking, so the heat are coming out and the air conditioning cool. So this is we overlook the air conditioner. So this is the heating and cooling should be avoided. And also the heating and cooling have to be provided only the heating and cooling accuracy are needed. And another one, the heating and cooling should provide the most efficient source. So heating cooling heater or the air conditioner should have the maximum efficiency. In this case, we use the star rating. Star rating means that the more star, the higher the star number, the more efficient your equipment. So because of this one, when you use the higher star equipment, so your efficiency will be better. So those things have to be follow. So those are the checklists for the HVAC system. Yes, finalize the fact. To operate the energy efficient operation system. So another thing is setting time of the air conditioner is also important. So for example, at the 7 a.m. ambient temperature is at 15 degrees centigrade. So it's a shorter one time than the 5 degrees centigrade. Because if the temperature reaches 15 degrees centigrade, so one is time will be high, shorter. Another one also is outside air quantity. So when the building is unoccupied, so you should shut down the outside room. Because of when the building is occupied, so that when the air conditioner is running, you should shut down the outside door. Because when the outside air inside coming inside, so inside air conditioning system will not be affected. So this is the important. When the people are not here, all the doors should be closed because of it can maintain the inside room temperature. And another time will be the control system should be the stable control system. And also the air normally the airflow pipelines they are sometimes blocked by the dust. So when the pipelines are choked or that they are not clear, in this case it can increase the air conditioner capacity. So that all the airflow pipelines should be properly cleaned. So internet wall and door should be examined. Open doorway should be also examined. So especially the outside air, hot air come inside through the doorway. So when the doorways when your building the air conditioning building, but there's air conditioning, it's an air can inside the building through the doorway. So those things have to be there. Normally you see the building end. Building end is we got the fire exit room. So building end is the air conditioning system. The whole building is supplied by the central air conditioning unit. But so fire exit rooms are ever shut. Because normally the emergency fire exit rooms are from the outside air come through the building through the emergency air exit room. So those are shut. And also you can see the building and the entrance is an automatic door. Automatic when the people come, door open, otherwise door close. The reason is all the doors are open all the time. one air cut into the building. So inside the air conditioning system will not be affected. So those are the important aspects to the energy efficient operation of the air conditioning system. Major activity. So this is for before the semester, I did the test one. Before the test one, you did the 3 activities. So now this is one major activity. So this is for the test 2. So test 2 will be the same similar as the test 1. Either you sit as a full test or do the activity and do the half of the question. So this activity is the energy survey, meaning survey. Meaning survey means when you want to design energy efficient building system, operating system, you need to make a survey. You need to make a survey. You have to inspect the building. Inspect the building or lighting system or water system. Whether your water system is appropriate or the plant and the room system, air conditioning system, those things have to be examined. Especially in the building, these are source of the energy use. The major use of the energy is the lighting power or the air conditioning and the water. So this is the 3 major parts of the office building. Office building is called large commercial building. There are 3 source of the most of the energy is used by the 3 sources. They are the lighting, air conditioning, and water. So that if you want to maintain the energy efficiency, so you have to inspect the lighting system, whether lightings are energy efficient or not, and whether air conditioning system is appropriate or not, and whether the water system is leakage or not. Those have to be inspected. So that I now give you the activities. You have to utilize those checklists. I give you the questions. So those questions you have to utilize and a checklist your particular building. So the building can be your home or your unit flat. Not only your home. If you are living in a unit flat, you have to survey the energy use of your unit flat. And if you are working in a particular office or the particular work area, also you have to inspect the energy. So this is the energy survey checklist questionnaire I given. So what you have to do is use the low questionnaire and assess the situation of your location. Situation of your location, like your lighting system, air conditioning system, water system has to be inspected. And together with the inspection, you also have to provide with the sketch of the overview of your area. So sketch means plan of your building. Plan so this is how many rooms, how many doors, stairways, just a sketch. Let's get and your energy service process answer questionnaire. So you have to answer the questionnaire for your particular area and also have to submit the report together with the sketch. Now I give you the question. So those are the major activities for the energy management system for the second half of this semester. Answer the area of the building. So for your home, then you have to extend the area of your home. And number of occupants, number of the door and window, type of the work activity. Because if you are working for the office, there are what kind of activity working. But for the residential, it's not too important. But if for the factory or the commercial, you have to also expect the type of the work activity. And so machineries and equipment. So how many machineries are inside? And for power efficiency, if you know that some of the machine got the efficiency nameplate. For the motor, you can see the nameplate data. And for the residential building, you also have to present the fence breaker to the typical the energy use equipment, or especially the refrigerator, oven, range, stove, fan, TV, computer. So those are the major energy use. So you have to see the nameplate data. So nameplate you can see on your machinery. Use of the energy. So how many the energy unit use? And gas unit, water unit used for the base. So base increasing or the decreasing have to be examined. And also have to check whether equipment are operated unnecessarily or not. Especially most of the for example, no one is open the electric stove or range because of the hot heat can power. But most of the computer. People never need most of the people need a computer for the whole night. and they never switch off. So this is the waste of the energy. So whether how many hours the two computers are without attendance. Because if you don't attend computer, you are switching on and then you don't attend. So it doesn't matter. Computer it does not take the electricity, but there's a problem with the energy supply. The energy supply is never take rest. So finally, just energy supply can be finished. Their life will be shortened. So this is why the computer need to be the switch off, not when not using. But so this is for the how long the hours, how many hours equipment are operated without attendance. So those are primarily checked. Time is better. And then I give you the second visa question. This is the first part of the question. We use the water chiller. So water chillers, how many water chillers are used in the air conditioning system and what energy sources do they use? So if you are not working for the company and for your home, you can provide the air conditioner, your home air conditioner. So what is the energy rating while are used in a building? So while are used in a building means a building heating system. Some of commercial system we use a building heating system, but for the domestic, you can use your home energy is called the hot water system. So you have to look at your boiler of your hot water system. So check the nameplate, and so what is the energy rating? So you have to check the nameplate and the energy rating. So that every home got a hot water system because in the city everybody has to use their hot water because very cold. So that you have to check that your buildings are hot water system, boilers and their nameplate. And for the residential, provide the information on the site power and capacity of air conditioner. Hello. So this one was the where we use the compressed air system. So in this case, for the residential, we have to provide the information on site power and the capacity of air conditioner, fan heater. You have to provide your information. How is the temperature in the buildings so regulated? For the commercial systems, they are temperatures control system. But if you only use the residential, you also have to provide the temperature control system of the air conditioner or refrigerator. So every refrigerator got the temperature control system. So you have to provide how the temperature control system works. So just a brief. And it's a compressed air system using the plant room. So especially commercially, when you are working on the metal cutting factory, those chips are on your working clothing. So you cannot. This is the only way to clean that those the metal chips is use the compressed air. So you have to put the compressed air, so compressed air blow out any dye or any chip. This is a compressed air system. So this is a humidity system widely used in the commercial building because humidity is very powerful. So all the machines I ever bought in the main train in the urban. So this is the times trains electrical wiring system I work. So the times we use the humidity drill. Drills are used in humidity. Don't use the electricity drill. So all humidity. All the drill, all the cutters are humidity. So all the compressed air they just provide the compressed air and they call it special northern form of humidity air. So this is the humidity system utilized. So also if humidity system utilized is the compressed air used in the plant room for the forward buffer. So you have to also write down how you're working. And how the domestic horsepower is provided. It is rated from the other hot water system. So there are the two kinds of hot water system. For the factory, there is a domestic. Some of the domestic hot water means they provide the hot water for the worker, the toilet or bathroom, they provide the hot water. So this is domestic, not for the factory use. But if you are working on living in your home, whether your hot water system is particular for your rated from especially for your room or not. So sometimes the hot water is a combined system. The some hot water system are the same use. So on your unit, they are your rated hot water system. But some especially the boarding house or the townhouse, their hot water system is combined. So combo hot water system. So they also have to talk about this one. And what is the energy unit rate for the gas, water, electricity? So this is at least for example, you are renting So you have to pay for your own electricity and gas bill. But the water is a normal water bill normally paid by the landlord. But if you are your own home yourself, in this case you have to pay your water bill. So this is the energy rate, water rate and the gas rate. So this is different from the one family to another family. So this is that you have to provide. And so those informations it's a cooling tower on the roof. So this is for the commercial system. Commercial system standard air conditioning centralized system. The cooling tower is located on the roof of the building. So and these are fuel used in the building for what purpose? Especially some of the oldest boiler system we use a diesel. These are boiler system. So this is for the very large building system. In this case, heating and cooling, especially the laundry room. Laundry rooms are the boiler. The furnace are the use of diesel wire. So whether this one system is used or not. So this is for the energy aspect. So then the other things you finish this survey answer, and then my advice is about 2 or 3 people they share the idea. For example, this is the advantage in that okay, you use the energy for the true energy, you use the energy for the energy Australia, and you use for the other energy, so you can know which energy rate is better. So you might select to get the cheaper rate. So this is the immediate advantage. So this is data that's for the energy use. And this is for second set of the question. And third set of the question is emphasize in the lighting system. The lighting is the most important. So that I give you the questionnaire to assess your lighting system. So if there's an educator light switching system, educator light switching system means that some of the points that the whole row, the whole rows are now provided as 3 sockets, 3 lights, 3 switches. 3 switches in the row you see the 3 rows here. 1 row and 1 section, 2 section and 3 sections. So 3 sections we provide a 3 switch. So this means that 3 sections, 3 switch. But some lights are there, only the 2 sections, the whole section provided only 1 switch. This is not enough. Now here we got the 3 sections. So this is for the whether number of light and the number of switch. So the important one is this is important because of the sunlight are there. For example, see your rows are okay, so this row is a large row, but only 1 people is sitting and they want to read the book here. So you don't need to switch on the whole light. Only 1 light will be enough. So this is the advantage of the split lighting, split switches to switch on all the light all the time. So this is the effect that the energies are efficiency. So if you provide them more lighting switch, that will be the better. And if the switching station is a lighting switch in row, so if you use a multi-switching system, means that there are many switching systems we are used so that each switching system requires a row. So row by row switching. For example, first row will be the off switch in the corridor, second row will be the off switch for the room, third row will be the off switch for the toilet like this. So this is the switching system. So whether this multiple switching system is utilized or not. And so is each switch identified. This means that you need to identify a switch. This is for the bathroom, this is for the bedroom like this. So this is for the room number, for example, room 1 like this. So this is the identification. Otherwise, this is important why when there's something wrong, so you don't know the switch, so you have to call all the switch or all the switch. So this is also the way the energy. So the current length being used for the just require them. So this is the kind of the length. For example, for the classroom, we can use as a plaza length. For the bedroom, we don't need the two powerful length. You only need the dim length. So like dim now. So depending on the situation, depending on the room and depending on the building, so in your home, so for the living place, you need the most powerful length. But for the bedroom, you don't need the 2 powerful length. So this is the appropriate, whether appropriate light is utilized for the appropriate location or not. This is you have to check it. And there's so are the current light level being used for the top? Light level means the illumination level. So illumination we can use usually the measure the light is that, but to answer this question, you don't need to detail the measure the illumination. Whether your light is sufficient for your purpose. For example, you are for the reading, there should be the appropriate light. So light is a no good. You can feel that the uncomfortable. Whether uncomfortable or comfortable, so you have to based on the judgment you have to provide whether lighting is sufficient or not. Okay, so light fitting has a diffuser. So diffuser is a diffuser you see a light here, and the other back is a diffuser. Diffuser is aluminum. Aluminum when the light, so those lights are diffused. So this row here, this row at the back here, you can see that a diffuser. So the fluorescent LED from the diffuser. But that's why I'm not sure if this is the answer. But that's why that you can see the diffuser. This is the fluorescent LED, so besides the diffuser. This diffuser, this light goes this way. Otherwise, this black fiber will not be light will not fall properly. Because the diffuser, the light goes to the fiber. So diffuser is very important. All lights must be evenly provided. Otherwise, this light only the provider to other place will be called a reflection. So uneven lighting can create a reflection. So daylight some people can't see the fiber because of reflection. Because the light sky into this zone is not equally distributed. So this is why that this zone we have to provide all the time light on. Daylight also we have to provide the light. Because as daylight you cannot add the light. When you add the all light, all the sun comes inside so no one can see it. So this is where all the light have you have to put so that all the lights have to switch on. So this is not energy efficiency. Energy efficiency means that all lights are eventually sky in the building. So the white box should be located at the appropriate place to receive the light. And so this is a general lighting level even across the area being considered. So light is should be the eventually. So this zone is there. Now is all lights are on to the even lighting. This is the even lighting. So one part of the zone is dark and some one part is the light. This is not even lighting. So what is the lighting load? Lighting load is going to calculate how many watts, how many light you have to calculate. And are the luminaires clean? This luminaire means that all light diffuser should be clean. You see that all this light is the cover, the plastic cover. The plastic cover should be the clean from the top. But here is not clean, all the things are. So not all lights are coming inside because as you can see the black thing. Black bottle. So this is a many chart. So this is for a long time those lights are fitted. So can any light be done away with? So this is any light switch off what will happen. When you switch on the light, so it is the other part of the building still receive the appropriate lighting. So this is you can switch on the light. This is also important for this row. So you can switch on the one row, but the remaining place you can still receive the appropriate lighting level. In this case, this is also improve the energy efficiency. So instead of that you switching on the all three row, you can switch on the only two row, and then you can save the energy. This is very related to the energy saving. And this means that you don't need to switch on all the light. By switching on the one row, you will still receive the another lighting. So this means that you can switch on this light. So by this way you can save the energy. So this is for the lighting aspect. And now, so lighting aspect is some questions you working on the office, some question you can do. But for the you are not working only for you do for the service for the job. You don't need to do all of it. So you can do what's available to your home. So there are the two things for the factory and another one is the residential. The first is a temperature adequate. Temperature adequate means that if you are working in a factory, so sometimes adequate temperature, so very, very hot. Especially the people working in the kitchen. Kitchen means cooking, so that is a very hot. And also the laundry is a boiler, especially laundry boiler produce a lot of heat. So during the summer time it's very hot. So I ever work in the factory at that time we work the machining factory. So summer life is sometimes very hot. So that even the supervisor guy and the provider the cold drink. Because this is because ventilation is very important for the commercial factory work area. So if the work area is very hot in this case, the worker will lose their concentration. We lose the concentration on the wall. So this is why it's important for the ventilation system. So any dust in the air supply. So air supply system has to be the provide any data. It's a thermostat sensor in a good location. Thermostat sensors are the for the commercial buildings are. They sense the temperature and they regulate the airflow or the operation of the air conditioner. So those sensors should support the appropriate room temperature. If the door has a ventilation grade, what are the air conditioning systems used and the other toilets are ventilated. So this is the thing. And can the outside window be open? This is for the commercial system. But if you for the residential, is the temperature adequate? You have to answer, there another door or the window to supply the air, and the toilet kitchen loudly room ventilated, and can the window be easily open to exhaust the air? So those things are related to the energy efficiency. Because something is wrong, for example, temperature is inadequate. In this case, you have to use the air conditioner turn on, you have to turn on the fan so it will consume the energy. And similarly, there is no door or window to supply the air, so all the time you have to switch on the fan. And the toilets and the kitchens are not naturally ventilated, you have to use as an exhaust fan. So this will also use the energy. And the windows cannot be easily opened to exhaust the air, so air cannot be circulated. So there will be the room humidity will be poor, so you have to use as a fan to circulate, so it will consume more energy. So this is as a whole situation affects as a energy consumption. So that you have to check as a energy. If you want to improve the energy efficiency, firstly you have to check the system. You have to check the system and you have to provide the appropriate modification to the system. And this is up to 4, and the final group is as water. For the hot water temperature being supplied to the toilet area for the commercial, you have to use the bathroom. So the hot water temperature is important because the bathroom we have to use the appropriate temperature. And any steps are driven, so this is the way a lot of the water, because when the steps are not no good and driven, so a lot of water will be wasted. So any water saving system installed or not. Water saving system in there. Now that we use the water so this is the rotation. This one is when you are sometimes don't of the water, so all water will be wasted. So you see that some systems that we use the water saving system. For example, when you go to the town hall station, so under the commercial areas, those are toilets. Those are the water saving system. When you put the hand, that water coming out. When you take out your hand, after the 2 seconds, this one already off. This is for the then we sense the water. And essentially the town water system, the town for the flush, they are half flush and full flush. So that only half flush, you don't need the thing, so just half flush. So this is half flush and full flush system installed. So this is that you don't need to use the maximum use of the water. So whether those systems are installed or not, you have to also be the answer.